Okay, hello everyone. This is my 6-liter Power Stroke F250 that you've seen in my other stiction videos. If you've seen them, as you can see, the motor is now out of it. I haven't made a video to finish up my saga because I wasn't sure about it. I loaded my gooseneck up with my tractor and some other stuff and headed from Kentucky down to Texas. And was okay. Before that, I changed the oil, put this stiction eliminator in it by Hot Shots, and I loaded up and went to Texas. I had Conklin Convoy oil in it, which is supposed to be really good oil. And when I got down there, it did not. When I started, it did not have stiction anymore. But it was in Texas. It was in the summertime. I thought it might have just been the temperature. So I wasn't going to make a video if I wasn't sure that it was fixed, because I don't want to be the guy that lies to everybody. Okay. So on the way back, I got fuel. Within 100 miles, my fuel filter's plugged up. Just solid. I mean, when I took them off, they were... I don't know if there was rust in the tank where I got fuel. I don't know what happened. But anyway, like an idiot, and learn from my mistake, I did not have spare fuel filters with me. I forced it to get to the next exit, which was only about a mile down the road, and there's an AutoZone there. So I forced it to get down there. On the way back to Kentucky, I was grossing about 19,000 pounds. I had a tractor, 4-wheeler, 2 lawnmowers, and some other stuff. Plus, I've got, let me show you. I've got the 95-gallon tank in the bed, which I filled up. And, you know, it's a long wheelbase, 4-door, so it's a heavy pickup anyway. And so it was pretty heavy. Forced it to get down to the next truck stop, or the next exit, which there was a AutoZone at. Got the filters, changed the filters, ran great for about another 100 miles. And then it started running bad again. I lost one injector, then another injector. And so learn from my mistake. Always carry a spare set of fuel filters and tools to change it, because it's a bad idea not to. It cost me 4 injectors. The shop here, where this is a commercial shop, they have the fancy diagnostic tools. We did a cylinder cutout test. Number 7, number 3. I don't remember which ones, but anyway, it had 4 dead cylinders. And I remember I wanted to know if it was one head, or if it was the ones on the back or the ones on the front, because a lot of people say the ones on the back do not get as much fuel because of the way it deadheads. Fuel comes in and it deadheads because your regulator will be up here. Okay, so I want to know which injectors it was. Well, they were spread out. It was a front one on one side, back one on one side, 2 in the middle. So they were all spread out. So I'm not going to say it was anything like that. And so, but I didn't want to make a video telling you guys what happened, because I wasn't sure if the stiction eliminator worked or not, because it didn't last long enough. Well, here in the shop, we had a customer's truck 2 weeks ago. And he was complaining about stiction. You know, he brought it in for some other stuff. So I talked to him about it. We ended up changing his oil and putting this in it, along with other things. And he is happy with it. He says it does not have the stiction problem anymore. Plus, I told you that mine, when I got down to Texas, was not doing it. But I didn't want to make a video because it didn't last long enough. So now that I put this in a customer's pickup and he's happy with it, according to him, it fixed it. So now I'm making a video I guess the Hot Shot Secret Stiction Eliminator, I guess it does work. I was very skeptical of it. I do not get paid by these people. In fact, I did not want to. I did not want to believe it. Now there's a guy. He does Left Lane Diesel's channel. He says that Schaefer's oil. If you run Schaefer's oil, you won't have problems. Now I badmouth Rotella a lot because not this engine. This engine still never had the valve covers off of it. But another engine that literally had nothing but Rotella in it for 1,000,000 miles, literally 1,000,000 miles. It took the valve covers off of it to change the injectors, and it was horrible. It was just like there was grease under it. And it had nothing but Rotella in it at the start. Rotella conventional, and then after that Rotella synthetic. Now on this engine I have done a lot to clean it because of what was in the other engine. I ran Conklin, I don't know what the stuff is called, but it's supposed to clean it's supposed to be a cleaner. And I mean, you can see this, up here, that's not inside the engine. You can see down in here, doesn't look like there's any gunk in it. But I ran that cleaner through it with Castrol GTX for diesels, which is a high cleaner oil. But I wouldn't really recommend it long term with the HEUI injectors because it doesn't hold up to the HEUI. I changed it 2,500 miles, then run the Castrol in it again for 2,500 miles, and I put the Conklin Convoy oil in it, which is a parasynthetic with moly additive in it, and I put this in it. And right before I went to Texas, and it seems to clean the motor up a lot. I mean, I did not pull it down. I mean, even this screen here, very, very little in it. I mean, the engine seems to be very clean. 118,000 miles on it, so it doesn't really have a lot of miles. I don't know if the Rotella was not as dirty in this engine as it was the other one. I mean, the other one did have 1,000,000 miles on it. Or if all the stuff I ran through it cleaned it. I cannot tell you. But I can tell you that from what I see, the stiction eliminator does fix the stiction. Although I would recommend like a good oil. That's the number one thing, is run a good oil. And so I guess that's the conclusion to my stiction issues. I'm putting new injectors in it along with a lot of other upgrades. I wouldn't have just pulled the motor just to put injectors in it. But I plan on fully bulletproofing this son of a gun while it's out. And when I say fully bulletproofing, I don't mean a bulletproof EGR cooler. I mean bulletproof. No factory filtration. The bulletproof water pump, which when I get this one off, I will do a video to show the impeller, the difference between it and the bulletproof one, which is not just bulletproof. I get no money from bulletproof. They cost me money. But anyway, that's it for my stiction. I hope I helped some guys out, because I go to YouTube for a lot of information, and so just trying to contribute. So thanks for watching. Bye.